What's up, guys? Today I'm going to do a quick review on the GoPro Hero 7 Black. I've been filming with GoPro since the very first GoPro Hero, so I'm used to having a small camera with a fixed wide-angle lens where everything's in focus and just like a little fisheye camera. So most of these GoPros are really similar, but with the GoPro Hero 7 it was a huge leap forward in performance because they have something called hyper smooth. It gives you gimbal-like footage without a gimbal. So it's digital stabilization, but it does a great job at stabilizing video. If you're a skateboarder and you're only going to get one camera to film skateboarding, vlogging, all that stuff, I would get the GoPro Hero 7. I would get that over the DJI Osmo Pocket, which is a camera I love, a camera that I keep in my pocket all the time, everywhere I go. But if I could only get one camera to film skateboarding, I would get a GoPro Hero 7 because you can get more shots with the GoPro Hero 7 than with any other camera. You can put this thing in small spaces, you can drop it, you can throw it on the ground. It's basically indestructible, but if you do break it, GoPro will send you another one. They've got a good warranty. So this is the perfect camera for skateboarding because you can put it right in the middle of the action, and it's okay if somebody's board hits the camera. It's not going to break the lens. I have had regular cameras with fisheye lenses, and I've broken a lot of fisheye lenses filming skateboarding. But with the GoPro, you don't have to worry about it. You can stick it on a pole, stick it right next to the action, right next to people's feet, and get great footage. I filmed the shots in this video without any kind of gimbal. I just used the GoPro Hero 7 handheld to film all these skateboarding shots, and they are very smooth. I didn't have to use a handle, didn't have to use anything, just holding the camera, and a lot of the shots look like they were filmed with a gimbal, or at least some kind of stabilization. Shaky footage just makes videos unwatchable. I'm so tired of watching shaky phone clips of skateboarding. It just gives you a headache after a while. So one of the main things that makes your videos look more professional is having stable footage. The microphone's good. The video quality is great. You can shoot 4K 60. You can shoot 240 frames a second in HD. So this is one of the best cameras for slow motion and one of the best cameras for 4K footage because you can shoot that 4K 60, so you can still slow it down even at 4K. The colors on this camera are good right out of camera. The auto exposure is great. If you go into a dark room, it immediately changes for the light. If you go outside, it immediately changes back if you put it on auto exposure. Everything's in focus. So this is basically the easiest camera to use. You can pick it up, push the top record button, and it automatically turns itself on and starts recording within seconds. So if somebody's about to do a trick, you can just grab the camera off the ground, turn it on, face it towards them, and it's such a wide angle it will get them in the shot. You can crop in later when you're editing the video, but if you have to film something really quick, the GoPro Hero 7 is the best camera. If you walk around with this camera and you don't have it on any kind of gimbal, you get pretty good footage. You get a little bit of that up and down bouncing motion from your body walking. Now if you throw this camera on a gimbal, you can run, you can walk, and it looks perfectly stable. I'm going to make a future video about 5 ways to film with a GoPro, where I show all the different things I mount my GoPro on in order to film shots. But in this video, I want to talk about the specs and about the stability, and just show clips where I'm hand holding the camera. Now I'm going to show a clip where I do have this camera on a gimbal walking, just to show how smooth it actually is. So you can't get a shallow depth of field with this camera. Everything's in focus. You can't really isolate the subject, so you're not going to be able to get a lot of really artsy shots. But if you're just filming skateboarding or any kind of action sports, this is the perfect camera. For the kind of videos I make, I always have to have some kind of action camera. So I'm always going to have a need for a GoPro or a camera like that. The Osmo Pocket is a great camera, but it's not an action camera. I always need something that's more rugged, that's waterproof, that I can fit in any space, and that I can attach to anything. You can attach it to a pole, attach it to your car. Anything you need to attach this thing to get the perfect shot, it's going to work. The only problem I have with the Hero 7 is it's not that good in low light. It's better in low light than the other GoPros, the older ones. But once it gets dark, you need to switch to an actual DSLR or mirrorless camera because it just starts to fall apart when it gets dark. You can use this camera past sunset a little bit, before it gets too dark, when it's still kind of the golden hour, when the sun has already gone down past the horizon, but it's still not completely dark. This camera does fine. But if it's completely dark outside, you're going to either need a big light attached to the camera, or you're going to need to switch to a bigger camera. So there you go, guys. That's my opinions on the GoPro Hero 7. It's one of my favorite cameras. I've got a video coming soon on 5 ways to film with a GoPro, so stay tuned for that. I've also got a bunch of how-to videos coming soon, so check those out. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and hit that subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching.